seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish, and the day we have been waiting for has finally arrived. Today is the first game of the Summer League. The Houston Rockets played the Cleveland Cavaliers and won. I really hope we win this game because a lot of Cleveland fans have been talking smack, saying that they're going to win. They've been calling a lot of our rookies overrated, and I really hope we prove them wrong. And one thing I'm looking for is for Jalen Green to posterize Evan Mobley. That's certainly something that I'm looking out for. And there's a lot of intriguing storylines. Obviously, Evan Mobley, who decided not to work out with us after we extended a workout invitation and choosing to work out with the Pistons, the Cavaliers. So obviously, there's a lot of heated tension between us and Evan Mobley's camp or whatnot. Just going over the roster that we have right now, we have Jalen Green, KJ Martin, who we know can be a beast on the defensive side, blocking guys way taller than him, like Rudy Gobert, Boban, James Wiseman, and so on and so forth, who also was getting really hot from three in the last stretch of the season. So that's going to be something to watch. Armani Brooks, the sniper, Josh Christopher, Usman Garuba. I believe he's not playing in this game. I think he's traveling back from Spain. Kyrie Thomas, who showed a lot of flashes for us, really a great player. Auburn Sengun, obviously the Turkish MVP. Anthony Lamb, who over the final 11 games, he showed a lot of improvement. He scored 14 or more points 4 times, two games of more than 20 points. And he shot 46.8 from the field, 38.3 on 3. And overall, the season, he didn't have really good stats, but at the end of the season, he was doing a lot better. So you can see that development and that growth from Anthony Lamb and that what he can do with more opportunity. So I think he will have a great summer league. Also, Trey Phils, who we made a video on, Jalen Tate, who played well in the NCAA tournament, Jay Sean Tate's brother. Great guy, great leader, good communicator. Going to be interesting to watch. 6'6" as well. And then Marcus Foster, he played a league. He played a year in Turkey, and so I feel like that would be really nice for Sengun to relate to. I don't know how much Turkish he picked up there, Marcus Foster, but that would be something nice. And Marcus Foster, he's kind of underrated. His career high in from 3 is 42.3%, so that's really nice to see. In the Turkish league, he didn't shoot that well, but he only played 9 games there, so that's just something to look out for. I think Marcus Foster, he's built like a tank. Like he's someone to definitely keep an eye on. So yeah, and he played really well for Kansas State when he was playing in college. His highest, and then he also played for the Creighton Blue Jays as well. So so Marcus Foster, he has a lot of experience, and a lot of these guys on the Rockets roster, they played professional ball. So this summer league might not be that comparable to what they've been used to. And then obviously you can't forget Matthew Hurt, who played for Duke. A lot of people were surprised he went undrafted, but he's a sniper too. So a lot of interesting guys on the Rockets roster. And let's quickly go over the Cleveland Cavaliers roster. You have James Banks, Trayvon Bluett, Jalen Hands, a guy a lot of Cleveland fans have been raving about, same as Hauser, Mfiondu Kabengele, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro. Obviously, those two guys, Evan Mobley and Okoro, guys who are part of the Cleveland Cavaliers young core. And then you have Matt Ryan, Trey Scott, Lamar Stevens, Broderick Thomas. You might remember this name from earlier in the season. He played with the Vipers. He played a few games for the Rockets. But we released him in February, but he was quickly picked up by the Cleveland Cavaliers G League roster, and he did pretty well for them. He averaged 21.3 points per game, shot 46.2 from the field, 46.2 from 3, and he averaged 6.7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1.2 blocks and 4.2 assists with the Cleveland Cavaliers G League roster. So obviously he might be playing with a chip on his shoulder since he was released from us, so you might feel a certain type of way But I think a lot of guys on our roster are also playing with a chip on their shoulder. Jalen Green, he really wanted to be first pick overall, the best player in this draft, but he's picked number 2 overall, so that's going to add a lot of fire to his flame. And then Albert Shengun, he was actually predicted to go way higher, I think around like 10 to 12 range, but he went to 16, so obviously he's been being doubted. And also Josh Christopher, I really hope he balls out in the summer league. A lot of people have kind of had this foregone conclusion that Josh Christopher is going to go to the G League, and that's perfectly fine, but I think Josh Christopher, if he balls out in the summer league, he should definitely stay on the Rockets roster. And I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Josh Christopher. He's very exciting to watch, and he's been talking about shooting better and stuff. And he was shooting better at the latter half of the season, like the later part of the season. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. But yeah, I really hope that our team does well. Obviously, it's the first game, so we might need to temper a little expectations, but I expect Jalen Green to absolutely put on a show. And the Rockets have been getting disrespected, actually. I mean, we have 4 first-round rookies on the roster, but somehow have the 6th best odds to win the Summer League. I think there's a good chance, like bias aside, that the Rockets can go undefeated. And I know it sounds biased, but there's a good chance that we can, just given the sheer amount of talent that we have on this roster, and just only being the 6th best odds to win it just doesn't make sense. I know there's a lot of teams with veteran players, guys who have actually been in the league longer for a long time. I think, for example, the Portland Trailblazers roster, they have Kenneth Faried, Michael Beasley or someone else, and so they have a lot of veterans on the roster. But like I said earlier, a lot of guys on this team played a lot of pro ball. They've seen a lot. They've seen the summer league might not be as big of a challenge as they might think it may be, but I think this game is going to be really interesting, and I'll be definitely watching it. And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this matchup with the Cleveland Cavaliers. What are your predictions? Put your predictions for the stat lines for Jalen Green, Sengun, and Josh Christopher in the comments below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.